There was this song where we all heard it, and some of us, we couldn't really believe that someone could sit down, compose something to glorify rape, violence against women and girls in its dirtiest form.
The call for collective action on every one of us to tackle and end violence against women is important. First, no single agency or entity can end violence against women and girls on their own. Second, the trends of violence against women and girls in this country, as reported by the media, show that this problem is huge.
We are more or less like calling for the general public to make sure that they're taking part in ending violence against women and girls. So it's a nationwide campaign. We are looking at all forms of violence, so any form of gender-based violence, but we are narrowing it down specifically on violence against women and girls. So all forms of violence, we are looking at whether it's physical violence, whether it's emotional violence, psychological violence, or even verbal kind of abuse. So we are calling for the general public to make sure that we are ending all forms of violence.
From the start, Oxfam knew that as much as this is an Oxfam campaign, it needed to be collaborative, because we're very much aware that throughout the sector, there are quite a number of players that are already making a lot of investments in this area. So first was to recognize that we are getting into this campaign with a lot of legacy. Oxfam has been involved in a number of gender-related law reform on issues around ending violence against women and girls. In 2006, Oxfam is remembered for having supported the Ministry of Gender, the Women's Caucus, to actually pass the bill for the prevention of violence against women. It's a bill that we fought for. And certainly we knew that, yes, we do have a lot of experience and legacy, but we need to make sure that this space opens up for others.
We have been looking for partnerships, and some of them, of course, we've been more strategic, like maybe looking at some of the NGOs or local NGOs, and even some of the development partners who are already doing this kind of work in Malawi. So the kind of collaboration has been more of providing technical support to our partners, and as well as maybe every time maybe our partners have got some activities related to GBV, then would come in and do the activities together. So some of the collaborators that we have collaborated with, World Vision, for example, we have also collaborated with Christian Aid, and we have also done quite a lot of collaboration with the women's rights movement, particularly with the Rural Women's Assembly, the Coalition for Women Farmers, because we already know that that's a movement that is already there, so we would like to leverage on those platforms. And we have also collaborated with other youth organizations, youth-led organizations, and we have collaborated with SAT Youth Hub, and M Hub has also expressed quite a lot of interest for us to be able to partner with them. YouthNet and Counseling are also some of our collaborators in this campaign.
We have got a set of EVAWG ambassadors that we are working with. They are drawn from diverse backgrounds. We do have government officials, ex-government officials, we have faith and traditional leaders, we have young people that are part of our EVAWG ambassadors. We do have the First Lady of the country as our EVAWG ambassador. And this was really to draw on their voices and platforms to make sure that the campaign is able to go to scale. But I'm also happy reflecting that right from the start we're able to draw on other civil society organizations, international, national, youth NGOs that have been able to take our impact to scale. So for instance, immediately after our launch, we're able to support Christian Aid with the design and launch of their side-by-side gender justice campaign, which is focusing on the faith leaders. We were also able to support World Vision International that mounted a similar campaign, but they were focusing on what they know best, and that is to do with the girl child. They were able to launch their campaign on It Takes Malawi to End Child Marriage.
kuganena koyenera ndiyamike pa school pano ndaona suggestion box imene ikunena kuti mwanayo ngati akuchitidwa nkhanza ku nyumba alembe kapepala ayike mbokosimo cholinga chokuti aziphunzitsi ndi ena mother group aone ndi kumuthandiza mwana kuti tisabise nkhanza tisabise chifukwa tikatero tipulumutsa ena.
Timakhala ndi suggestion box imene atsikana athu komanso ngakhale mwana wina aliyense ngakhale wachinyamata akakumana ndi nkhanza ina iliyonse yochokera ku nyumba komanso ku skulu amakalemba kapepala ndi kuponya mu suggestion box imeneyo. Pakutha pa sabata ziwiri timakhala pansi tili ndi komiti imene yakhudzana ndi ma stakeholders osiyanasiyana pa skulupo. Ndiye timawerenga vuto lililonse ndi kuthandiza kolingana ndi imene vuto labwerera. Mwachitsanzo mwezi wa Juni tinali ndi vuto limene mwana wina anali ndi bambo ake wompeza ndiye amamufunsira kuti azigona naye. Choncho mwana uja adafotokozera nzake ndi nzake anamuza kuti tili ndi suggestion box ulembe mmenemo. Ndiye choncho titawerenga basi tinayamba kukambirana naye mwana uja, tinayitana anzathu a mother group, father group komanso mafumu tinakhala nawo pansi. Ndipo kholo la mwanawo litabwera kulifotokozera madandaulo a mwanawo linavomereza kuti ndathokoza kuti mwanayo watha kumasuka kufotokoza vuto limeneli. Ndipo ndikunena pano amayiwo anapanga chisankho chothetsa ukwati umenewo ndipo mwana uja anachita bwino pa maphunziro ake. Pano ndikunena pano achoka Sunday 6 akupita kuyamba 7.
We are also invited to reflect and ask for change of heart, transformation of the heart, catechesis of the heart. All these ills of society, including all forms of violence that we do to women, are rightly to be condemned. We need to trust in God if we are to change. We have to place our trust in God. We need God's intervention in order to do away with this violence. And the driving force, let me underline, is love.
Every artist has got an audience. You have an audience, a readily available audience, people who love and follow what you're doing. Even if you say something foolish today, there's going to be a percentage of people who will be like, yeah, it's fine. So think about disseminating information that is going to even destroy all this we've been trying to preach against, speaking against violence against women and girls. I mean, as an artist, I felt really sad. And we took a stand to condemn such kind of acts and also just to sensitize our friends, our fellow artists, to say that this power that we have to disseminate information, we should make sure that we use it rightly.
Trying to reflect on where we're coming from. So what were our aspirations before we launched the campaign in November? So we are trying to look back. When we started conceptualizing everything sometime in August last year, we started conceptualizing everything. We agreed in terms of what will the campaign look like, and then who are our targets, who are going to be our brand ambassadors. like what strategies are we going to use? So now that 1 year down the line, we are now 1 year down the line, we are trying to evaluate and reflect and say, with our aspirations and where we are right now, are we really doing what we had planned to do?
We are happy with where we are, and that's why we are also moving on into the second year with the second ask, where we are saying all the people that we have been able to mobilize around knowing that it is wrong to normalize violence against women and girls, all the 500 plus chiefs that we are working with in the districts, all the women that have called us, we need to be able to make sure that these people, they are able to meet their services, the support services when they need them. That's why our second ask is around making sure that there is quality, there is availability, and there is accessibility of support services around the violence, stopping violence against women and girls.